Guys, my name is Charlotte, aka Hardly Any Sense here on YouTube. I do beauty, fashion and lifestyle type videos here, so if you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button down below. That would be great. So in today's video, as if you couldn't tell by the title already, I want to talk about staying positive. Because it's very difficult in this day and age, I think, to stay positive. I know for me it is very difficult. If you don't know, I have like an anxiety series on my channel, and I've been on sick leave from work for about 2.5 months now. It was originally only meant to be like 2 weeks, and I'm not ready to go back yet. And it's very hard to stay positive about that and not beat yourself up and only think about the failures you make instead of the steps you make towards recovery. I was planning to go see the new 50 Shades this weekend, and I didn't manage to go. I couldn't do it. So I wasted £25 pre-ordering tickets. And I've been a bit down since then, but today my mum was like, no, we're gonna go at the pet shop because Alfie needs a new collar and harness because he's gone a little bit bigger now. He's just extra fluffy. And she said we're gonna go out and we're gonna instead of going to like the shopping centre that's like fairly nearby, we're going to like not into Newcastle, but like there's another like town kind of nearby. So we're gonna go there and like go to Costa and Tesco, try to see the two together, and just have a little look, because maybe it'd be better than being in a shopping centre, which it probably will be. So I've put makeup on and I think it looks so good today. The annoying thing is, whenever I take a selfie or like film, my makeup never looks as good on the photo or video as it does in real life. Like my makeup is flawless today, aside from this one, like it's not a spot, it's like a scar. I have 7 tips on how I stay positive that might help you if you're going through a hard time. I know a lot of people go through hard times fairly often. I know I've like had a hard time for like the past 4 years, just on and off. The past 6 years really, actually, like it ain't been good. But so tip number 1 is to think about all the good things you've got going on in your life. So for me, you know, the friends I do have, despite being few, are really good. My family is really supportive, they're great. Alfie is just the light of my life. He's just so cute and fluffy and I love him so much. So, you know, you gotta think about the good things instead of just focusing on the bad. Step number 2 is to think about where you want to be in life, or in a job, or at school. You know, just have a goal in mind. Don't necessarily put a timestamp on it because things happen at their own pace. But just think, where do you want to be? So for example, I want to be a published author someday. I would like to be self-employed because I think that would be an area that I'd be best in. I feel like I would be way more productive, way more motivated if I worked for myself instead of working in like a formal company employment, I don't know. And I'd like to be moved out in a few years, hopefully. Before 25, I'm kind of hoping. Step number 3 is thinking about how you're gonna get to where you want to be. Even if it's just baby steps. So I want to have a book published, so I've got to write. I want to get higher on YouTube. I want to like expand my audience, so I've got to make videos and I've got to, you know, network and, you know, communicate with my viewers, which is what I hope I have been doing. Step 4 is to then be productive. If you know where you want to be and you have a vague idea of how to get there, you've got to do the things that will get you there. There's no point being like, oh, I want to do this job and then not doing anything towards getting that job, or getting higher in your position in your company, or you just gotta work hard basically, because things aren't gonna be handed to you. You've got to work for what you want. Step 5 is surround yourself with people who bring you up. So anyone toxic and is telling you that you're not good enough or anything like that, who just brings you down and says you can't do it, you don't want them in your life. You want people who tell you you're amazing, who tell you how good you are and that you're talented and all that kind of stuff. Because if someone else is telling you, it's easier to believe than you telling yourself. But also tell yourself that you're amazing, that you're great, that you have all these good qualities, and just be kind to yourself. Step 6 is to know it gets better. It might be difficult right now, but it's not always going to be difficult if you put the time into getting yourself out of like a bad situation. If you just let it happen and just sit there and let it all wash over you and do nothing to fix it, yeah, it probably will get worse. But if you really try to make life better and to make yourself happier, you will be. And there's no ifs and buts. You put the work in, you will be happier. My last tip is to give and you shall receive. So if you are wanting positivity and light and happiness in your life, you've got to give it too. There's this book and a movie based on the book called The Secret Law of Attraction, or The Secret, and it's basically about you putting good things in the world and you'll get good things back. So kind of, instead of being a negative Nancy, as my mum would say probably, you've got to just think good things. If other people have it better than you, don't wish them ill. If someone screwed you over, don't wish them ill will. Just be happy for them, even if they've screwed you over. Like, I know it can be difficult, to be happy for someone when you're kind of miserable and they're getting everything you want, but be happy for them because you'll get it one day too. They're just getting it first. And that's just how their life is meant to be. And your life is going to be how your life is meant to be. So just kind of breathe positivity into your life and it'll come back to you. Okay, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed and I hope it helped in some way if you're feeling a little bit down. I know it's hard to be positive, but trust me, you just feel better if you are. Like last week for me, I was so positive, I was so productive and I felt so good. And yesterday I just felt ill all day because I was just focusing on how shit I felt. And it's not worth it. It's really not worth making yourself feel worse because someone else is doing good. You should be happy for them, or because maybe your life isn't going the way you want it to go. You shouldn't make yourself feel even worse for it. It's just not worth it. It's really not. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you next time. Bye!